Habitat for Humanity store, and we just bought 2 organs.
About to put them in the van. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. Apparently somebody was an organ donor. They were, very generous with their organs.
Probably after they died and had an estate sale.
Right, so we're the organ recipients. Ah, there's a yellow jacket. An unwitting star of our show. Okay.
Alright, we gotta test to make sure this thing works.
Alright.
And then the light can turn on.
Oh, shoot.
Well,
What are we going to do?
I guess...
We got one of them in here. That one was a heavy one. This one here is not so heavy. So we could have had both of those organs for $1.
Coulda. But you were generous and...
$5 for 2 organs. Okay, let's not break it yet.
Whoops. Broke it.
Oh, what?
I'm just kidding. The breaking sound is just this.
Makes me feel bad that we're gonna smash this with a sledgehammer. Does it make you feel guilty? Bad? Kind of want to keep it. Let's put it out in the music room.
Sorry, I'm getting real into it.
Should I get the sledgehammer right now? Reverb. That's the actual spring reverb that's in there. I've never done anything like this before. I'm gonna smash a Wurlitzer organ. It's a beautiful organ, but here's the deal. I went to the store like months ago and it was sitting there, and nobody bought it. So it's been in the store for a long time. Nobody wants it, and I got a good deal on it. Basically, I got this organ and that organ for well, they wanted to charge me $1 for a donation for both of them, but I gave them $5 because I just felt like I needed to give them a little bit more than that. I mean, it's going for a good cause. It's helping people build a house, so at least it's out of their space, and they're they benefited, I benefited. We're gonna smash it. We can't put it in our house. We don't have room in our house. I'm not gonna bring it out to the studio. We have instruments out there. So anyway, yeah, it's a beautiful instrument, and we're gonna smash it. So when I was a kid, I thought that the organ was a really beautiful instrument. We had organs at church, and got to play an organ, try to play an organ. So I always wanted to, I even tried to build an organ. Well, sort of. I mean, I wanted to build an organ. Anyway, and if I was 50 years younger, well, maybe not that much. If I was quite a few years younger, I'd probably love to have this organ just to play. It's an older organ. It has its issues. The switch doesn't stay on. The Leslie is kind of wearing out. I feel like the cops are after me. They're gonna bust me for busting this. Anyway, it's seen its days. It's had a lot of loving years of being played, apparently. Now it's time for this all to end in a very violent manner. Well, here's the deal, though. I mean, at least this organ is going to go out in a blaze of glory. It's not going to be just sitting out there by the curb at somebody's house and then quietly carried off to the dump and buried in a landfill. I mean, it will be buried in a landfill, but just in lots of pieces. And some of the parts are good. I'm going to recycle the parts if they're still any good when I bust it all up. I might steal a few parts before I actually hit it with a sledgehammer. It's all for the illusion, though. So this might seem like a little waste of time, cleaning this thing up and making it look nice before I smash it to oblivion, but I want it to look nice. It's a coupon for 40 cents off Aunt Jemima frozen waffles. Expires 12/31 of 86. It's a 31-year-old coupon. Somebody's grandma's going to be really proud of me. How I've lovingly taken care of this organ. Maybe not so proud about the whole sledgehammer thing, but oh man, I love the smell of this furniture polish. Anybody else love the smell of the lemony furniture polish? One thing that the organ reminds me of is a baseball game. Always got to have a organ for their baseball game. And that seems strange, they got to have an organ. That's the way it is. It's all part of tradition. Kind of corny, but in my opinion. Yeah, it's all part of the experience. One time I made a musical instrument out of organ wood. I took an organ apart. It didn't work, of course, but took an organ apart and I made a guitar out of it. Computer footage here.
There's like 4 cycles though. You got plenty of that for that. You know, you only need one close-up shot and one small shot.
Okay, well, like, let's get your facial expression as you play in.
Or I just pretend to be playing and do facial expressions. Just kidding, it's a lot easier to do it while actually
playing. A fist pounding on there.
In
Not
various
pound,
locations.
just yeah.
Oh, the top's not even on.
How about just like one keyboard at a time? Okay, how about let's do an extended like one, like Okay, try one with a lower keyboard.
That sounds a lot better.
So, how do you feel about this project?
I'm pretty excited.
But,
It's a musical instrument.
and
Well, I only paid $1 for it. Well, technically $5.
but you're still having some anxiety about this.
Maybe you could just smash one of them. How'd you like that? I got that unscrewed blind.
Huh.
It didn't even take very long.
So we need a flathead, don't we?
We have one.
Oh, you brought one?
I found one on top of the air compressor shed.
Oh, okay. It doesn't Wurlitzer anymore. So this is a Leslie. See that? The speaker goes around and around. That's how it gets that wow 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 sound.
And it's got an audio transformer built into it.
Pretty cool. What we have here is a spring reverb. I'm going to keep that too. For an effect.
Labeled inside. That's kind of cool.
Okay, so we found a bunch of old circuit boards out at the shooting place. I mean, they're from everything, from computers, TVs, video games, just all kinds of stuff.
Motherboard.
Holes shot in them and stuff. The stuff's gonna go flying all over the place. I think there's even a couple of hard drives in here. Well, yeah, 2 or 3 hard drives. See if anybody notices that. So here's all the good components. See all these discrete components? That's good stuff. We can reuse that stuff.
Too much good stuff.
Yeah.
Discrete components.
All right. And then we'll put the back on, and
We're putting
People-
the back on.
people will think, oh, it's an organ. And it's fully functional because it has parts in it.
We'd like to thank the organ donors for donating these to the Habitat store so that we could buy them for really cheap.
Yes. And we are proud organ recipients.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. What we got here is, I think it's Guitar Hero, or is it Guitar Hero, or is it the other one?
Rock band.
Rock Band? Anyway, we're gonna incorporate that into our video somehow. So what we're gonna do is just gonna put a random Guitar Hero smashing it. You know, just like enough to where somebody be like, wait, what? You know what I mean? There's one thing I like to do with filmmaking is subtle stuff. You know, just throw something in there. Yeah, throw something in there where people are like, wait, what was that?
And then have to go back and watch it again.
Right. Okay. This is the Wurlitzer scene. I don't know what it is, but take one.
Wow, there's only one take.
Let's try this. Take one. And there's a jet flying in the background.
Give me a nod when you're ready.
Okay. I think we can. All right. Cut.
Left a pretty good ding with that last hit.
I'm not gonna lie, I almost cried when I busted this up. Alright, we're done. On a serious note, I'd like to do a PSA on for organ donation. Be an organ donor, because you never know. The life you save could be your own.
Yeah, that's not how it works. You die and then they harvest your organs and sell them to people.
Shut up.